Nah.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it gonna play?
And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports and stuff. Ray and Rodney, or Rodney and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R show.
What it do, baby?
Lego.
Pac-Man! Man, go with the flow on, man. I know you
I
got
don't
one.
know if I got no
Yeah,
we done hit the part where it get hard. All these damn teams about to try to go yard. Me and Ray gonna tell you, you gonna get your day. Go sit down and go away. Like Harbaugh, like Tommy, like I couldn't get another name. You
Go sit down.
y'all go sit down.
What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Dub City, what's up? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the R&R show. I am Ray.
I am Roger Dub City. What's up?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like I always like to do about this time, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. First of all, thank y'all for sharing, watching, subscribing, following us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Artists formerly known as Twitter, they call it X now. And the R&R Show 1 or the R&R Show. If you know somebody who ain't doing the same, you tell them, don't tell their mom and them, tell their mom and them, tell their mom and them, who else?
Daddy, be still around.
Tell it, daddy, if it's still around. But if it ain't around, go sit down.
All that good stuff.
If it ain't around, go sit down. What up, Red?
That's an interesting song choice right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a
boy, don't play with me. I heard that. Don't play with me, boy. I'm about to turn everything over here.
What happened?
I heard that little snippet you just played right there, man. Don't do that. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? What's going on with you?
Let's go.
Rabbit, what's good, my guy?
Third place in the first annual go-kart race. Very good. By a fraction of a second. Had a little interference there, I heard, but a little controversy, but we're going to push through it.
Yeah. But look here, man. We got some job openings in the NFL this week. Some notable job openings.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, like my dad and friend used to say, "Whoa, yeah."
Well, yeah. But who? Pray tell.
Jim Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. The AFC North is on shakeup right now.
Two for real powerhouses.
What up, brother babe?
Then went to looking for new leadership.
One by choice and one by force.
Yeah. That was interesting. I wouldn't have if you had told me at the beginning of this year, before all this went down, that them two coaches was not gonna be here at the end of the year, I would have said one for sure. I would have said one for sure. I would not have said two.
Who that one be?
I picked. Man, for real, thinking about it, it would have been Harbaugh. It would have been Harbaugh because you know we talked about this last week before last about the track record that the Steelers have, and if we had said the result was going to be Harbaugh not getting to the playoffs, and them going, it would have been Harbaugh. So,
Yeah, Harbaugh been there how many years?
this is the crazy thing. He started a year after Tomlin.
Oh, did he not?
Both of them in 2002, I think. 2002, then 2003, or 2000. I saw it today, but he started a year after Tomlin. And they both did it. And did you know the iPhone? Mike Tomlin been in Pittsburgh longer than the iPhone been around.
God damn. But you know what? They both got Super Bowl rings. What? Harbaugh got how many? 2? Harbaugh got 2, don't he?
Oh yeah, I think so.
No, he don't. He got 1.
Who was the
He
other?
got 1. Harbaugh got 1.
Yeah, 1. No.
What's the face got that other one? But anyway, both of them. Be honest with you, they got let go for the same. Well, we know Mike Tomlin say he stepped down, but we know how they go. But they're not there.
No.
They're
No,
both
you
not.
can skip over what you just said.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Because you ate me up when I said that was a possibility.
They're both not there.
Hold up, bro. You're not
They're
finna.
both
You
not-
no. We're not. No, you ain't finna skip over you saying that
I'm
like
just
that.
saying they come to a mutual agreement that
Okay,
it was time for him to move on.
Here go the
He did
goalpost.
not get fired. We know how that
Here
goes.
go. Keep pushing the goalpost. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm over that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go farther and farther out.
But did it? Okay, let me ask you this, and I'm gonna bring that goalpost back.
You bring back
What was the announcement?
that he resigned.
All right,
He
then.
stepped down.
Then what we talking about? All right, then.
Okay.
But ever since the Super Bowl, it's been pretty much the same results, man. If they do make the playoff, they won and done. But no Super Bowl to produce it. It's the same thing over and over again. I talk to a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and everybody kind of feel the same way. They feel like his voice kind of done got stale in the locker room. And we know over time, people change. And I'm talking about player personnel. This is a new generation of players. The way you coach these players and the way you lead these players, the same thing that worked back in the day, 16, 17, 18 years ago, is probably not going to work today with these type of players. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the voices in the locker room got stale, because I'm not going to lie. With the talent that Baltimore have, they have underachieved. They should have been at least, man, they should have been at least 2 more Super Bowls, at least appearances. And I feel like what in Pittsburgh, I feel like one of the things that they really need to address, they never really addressed, and that was being serious about the quarterback position. They was always put Band-Aid on that position. They never got real about replacing somebody after the departure of Big Ben. So I feel like if they had started there, and
What happened to you, Mike?
I don't know if they was nickel and dime trying to save money for somebody or what. I don't know, but I feel like they never took that position serious, and that's one spot they're gonna have to start. Well, Miss Greg, and that's one position that I feel like they're gonna have to get serious about. Get your franchise quarterback in there. Quit playing all these games with these these test runs with other people, and start right there and start building around that. I'm just saying though, that's how I feel about it. Put that back up with me. I missed it, man. I didn't know you was crawling. I'm just talking, and
He just said he was hoping that he got to that he made it to 20 years.
right.
And I agree with Tony. I mean, it's only going to be it's a couple of things that could have happened though. All right, so that's the one thing everybody always say when you talk to a Pittsburgh person and they actually listen to you, is that they say that, man, I don't know why we've just been patchworking quarterbacks since Big Ben, and it don't make no sense, blah 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 blah, and then you have opportunities to draft quarterbacks, and you don't, and you get everything around it. It don't make no sense. Now, did he have all to say on his player personnel? I would think he probably had the last word when the GM said, "Hey, we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that." So was it him just saying we can get over this, or was the GM just saying we're not gonna get you a quarterback? Like, that's a weird dynamic if you think about it. All this time when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback at your disposal at the beginning, and then when you get down to the back end of it, you can't get a quarterback that you want or like, or nobody can come to heads on that. Like, that's weird to me. Why would you not go get a quarterback that can do the thing, especially when you see that all we need in the playoffs is a quarterback? Their defense put them there. They get there on defense. But all they need to get through the playoffs is a quarterback, and they have not had one, which is weird.
And I'm
Why
gonna
would
say
you get that?
right, but and think of all the quarterbacks that's been. How long Big Ben been gone?
Man,
Since
I can
22? 22?
I
I think it's been gone since 2022. Now this is 26. Think of all the quarterbacks that have been drafted that turned out to be pretty daggone decent in between that time. I feel like that they could have been more serious about that.
21, yep. 21.
And where he should have been gone in 20 because he stayed too long. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to be real.
He stayed too long. I mean, but he gave him that false hope. Because that season he would wear him out, nickel and dime, and then he got to the playoff and they
There was
won.
no false hope.
Yeah.
There was no hope because you got to think of it like this.
hope.
That
Because
dude
he
had got to where he couldn't even move, bro.
Right, he couldn't even go down the field. But
One of his biggest things that he used to do was extend plays.
you had
He got to where he couldn't even do that anymore.
but to your point, you had quarterbacks been drafted for 6 years, 5 years, and you ain't picked one. It ain't like you was coming off a patchwork team anyway. Like that's what you did your whole career. You had a stable quarterback your whole career. Why change that formula?
Right.
I'm blaming GM and head coach on that because somebody got to push that button to go the wrong way or go the other way. But one of them got to catch that blame.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was the dude that said, the GM that said that Big Ben is a man amongst boys in that locker room. You remember that?
Yeah.
So was it him or was it Tomlin? I don't know.
I ain't no telling. But it'll be funny if they just swap, man. I'd like to see them switch coaches. How about go to Pittsburgh and Tomlin go to Baltimore?
I'm gonna tell you,
that'll be must-see TV until both of them move on or something.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If that was the swap, Baltimore is a totally different team, and they're gonna give you a run.
But that'll never happen, right?
It'll never happen. It would never happen.
I'm just being funny. I ain't trying to get no energy. That'll never happen.
What if? But hey, them are the top 2 desirable jobs, right?
But you know what? There's some good jobs out there right now. You got Atlanta out there. You got Miami out there. Of course, you got the Cardinals out there. You got who else you got out there? Baltimore and Pittsburgh. The Raiders. They're out there.
The Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons.
New Orleans. Did New Orleans keep their coach?
I think they did. They got. What's the name? I can't call the name. Yeah, they kept.
Yeah, I need to check.
Kellen Moore, if they coach.
Oh, that's right. They was losing on purpose. That's right. And you got Miami.
Did they draft Rudolph? Even if they did draft Rudolph, it was an experiment. There was other quarterbacks that was better than Rudolph in the draft that he got drafted.
I'll tell you in a second.
That was available, probably. I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you one quarterback, and I'll continue to go back to this.
Yeah,
Sanders.
They drafted Rudolph. They drafted him in 2018. So he was behind Ben for 2 years.
Who, Mason Rudolph?
Yeah.
He was behind Ben for 2 years.
Yeah, he got drafted in 18. Big Ben left 21.
Yeah, but he turned out to be a pretty decent backup.
That's the first thing they said on the site. Rudolph primarily served as a backup, making occasional starts. Yeah, because he should have been gone last time because he signed and re-signed with the Steelers in that time of 2018 to 2023. So yeah, they could have did something a little better.
All right, which job would be the better job opening? Well, let's catch up with these. Let's catch up with these. Let's catch up with these first.
What we saying? D said Steelers could have got a better quarterback. Not sure why they haven't even tried. Team and not plug and play. Cam said Thomas should go to Atlanta. That's a black fan base that would appreciate him as a coach.
You know what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will appreciate him as a coach, but Pittsburgh appreciate him. Yeah, I think anywhere he goes, he'll be appreciated.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's about the I don't think that. We saw that one. Mike would do great things with the Ravens, unfortunately. Steelers should get the guy from the Packers.
Malik Willis. Is that his name? Malik Willis? Yeah, Malik Willis.
Yeah. That'll be a good growth right there.
Uh-huh.
None of the QB still drafted were never starting QB. Exactly. Nobody they got was a guy they're gonna have a chance.
And that's why I said they never took it serious, man. They never was really aggressive about the quarterback situation.
Well, it's kind of weird, but like I said, we've been through that. But to me, the most desirable job, like if you had a good coach, you want to go to one of them, I think Baltimore would be the place to go. Because I can't see, and we still talking about the same thing with Pittsburgh. If you go to Pittsburgh, you still got to find a quarterback. it ain't just as easy as we talk, because the field that's coming up or people that's available is not all that great, free agent wise. I saw it today. It was not some good names in there. You had Tua, you had Brett Favre. I mean, not Brett Favre, but
Brett Favre. God, dog, Brett Favre.
You had Tua, you had Rodgers, you had boy that just tore his Achilles up in Indianapolis. You had
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, and it was only
Daniel Jones was only signed under.
Kurt
Daniel Jones under one. That was just a 1 year.
I think it was 1 or 2 years, but I think he was just there for temporary.
All right.
And what's the dude from Atlanta, the Falcon?
You talking about Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins, he's available. I mean, that's what's next. That's what's out. That's what's going to be out there. Is what I saw today. I'm like, nah.
I feel like that Baltimore would probably be the more sexier job, but simply because it's pretty much ready. It's pretty much ready to run. I mean, with the talent that you got on that team, yes, defense needs some tweaking, but offensively, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you got some bright stars over there, and you got a pretty solid defense in Pittsburgh, which is okay. Warren is running the ball pretty good, but like you said, you need a quarterback, somebody to throw the ball to DK, and they can stand to use another wide receiver. If Washington, I think his name Washington, that big tight end. What's his name? He come back here. I think he broke his forearm. He come back here. He's a nice little target. So if they get a good quarterback, they'll be all right. But I feel like that Baltimore be ready to go right now type of team. Like you said, they got the quarterback situation taken care of. Henry in the backfield. They good to go.
All right.
That's just my opinion.
So So that list, I found that list of quarterbacks. Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers. I think they got Aaron Rodgers for another year, but I don't think they're going to keep him. Aaron Rodgers, Malik Willis, Russell Wilson, Marcus Mariota, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Trey Lance. So them ain't great names to want to build your franchise forward on.
Of course not.
So look at that. It wasn't Kirk Cousins. It was somebody else. But you got
you ain't Kirk Cousins.
Wait. My bad. Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, and Tua. Them the other three.
Okay.
Them the other three. Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, and Tua.
I forgot about Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird. It's not a great bunch to pick from, except for go and get Malik Willis and bring him over. But I don't think he's the free agent. I think that the part of the list I was reading was people that that you can target.
Yeah, I don't think Malik Willis is a free agent, but I really feel like teams are going to come at him.
Yeah.
Dude, he showed pretty much. I tell you what, he has grown since the first time that since the first time he come to the league, dude. So I feel like he'd be something to build on for real.
Man, that's a pickup to build with. Like you said, but when he came into Tennessee, that was a raw deal. Like that was horrible.
Yeah, he was thrown into a bad situation.
Yeah, it was not good when he came to Tennessee with all the turmoil with the GM and the player personnel and all that. And then he got through in the middle of it for somebody that basically didn't want him to talk. Man, they used to talk about that dude. Like they talked about that whole draft like bad when Malik Willis got drafted. So I mean, around here, Tennessee, a lot of Tennessee folks. So, but that's a big thing. D said Ravens on the team close at the top. Now AI can go home, and they finna break the whole defense, the old and overpaid. But I mean, you got to do that when you get a new coach, but you got to pick what's working and keep moving. Next season, Steelers will probably be in last in the division. They're gonna blow up.
I mean, you got. I wouldn't say that. That's far fetched because you're still in the division with the Browns. That's the only thing that's saving you from the bottom.
And the other thing is
Cincinnati.
And the other thing is, you can still get a coach that's offensive minded enough to go get a quarterback and go right back to what y'all was doing. The defense carrying you and the quarterback not wrecking, and you can get there. But that takes a coach with a quarterback in his mind or somebody they can actually go get to make it go. If that don't happen, y'all will be fighting for the third place for sure. For sure. Mm. So look, we were talking about the playoffs last week, and you made some picks. And I know.
Oh, hold on, Rodney. There's a question. A good question at that.
Let me see. Ooh.
I say no. And the reason I say no is because I'm going to just say, just going into the season, there were certain people that was talking about getting paid. Joe Burrow stepped up to the bat and said, hey, pay them. And they did just what Joe Burrow said. Now, some of these people, do they deserve to get paid what they got paid? Maybe so. But there are some needs to that team that they could have used some of that money for. They could have let old buddy go somewhere else to somebody else.
Somebody Spitter McGee.
Who?
Spitter McGee.
No, not Jamar Chase.
That was Jamar Chase that spit?
Yeah, that was Jamar Chase who spit.
Oh, my bad. I got it mixed up with other bro. T. Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins. I would let T. Higgins go somewhere else, and I would put that money into something like
offensive
line, defense, something that you really need. They got a young fella. I don't know if he's a rookie, but he's the first year rookie, and he could have played that position, that number 2 position, just as good as Higgins. I feel, just given from what I saw early in the season. But they should have used that money and put it towards somewhere else. But they gave Joe Burrow just what he asked for. And so if you want to put it on anybody, put it on him. I wouldn't put it on the coach this time.
Yeah, that's a little weird because the coach really ain't got a good shake with Joe Burrow since his first year. I mean, he's been hurt every year since then. And if the coach didn't stand up and say, "Hey, man, I understand, but we need to protect you," if he wouldn't, pushing that, and then they still went with what Joe asked, then no, it ain't on the coach. I think the GM got to realize that too. We did what they wanted, and we suffered. So now we need to do what's right and get somebody in here. So, do what you got to do. Trade, do whatever, but something gonna happen. Something got to happen for them next year if they think they're gonna be competitive. O-line wise, defensive back wise, they got to get better in a couple spots, and it ain't gonna happen if they keep doing what they're doing. If they do the same thing next year, Oh, both of them got to go. The coach and the GM. They both got to go because you ain't helping it at all.
But I will say, I feel like he'll come in on the hot seat.
Oh yeah, I mean he coming in hotter than everybody else. But you know, we still got the draft, and we still got free agents to see if they can get somebody to help with their offensive line too. So to the picks we go.
To the pick up book of picks. Pick.
You got.
All right, look. So we got 4 games this weekend.
Hey man, what was that? Hold up.
If you want to see it again, you got to rewind it after this. You got to rewind it after the show. That was one time.
Do it again.
But we got Denver and doggone. We got Denver and the Bills. We got
you going too fast. You're going too fast.
We got the Bears. We got the Bears.
You're going too fast.
Huh?
You're going too fast.
I'm not picking anybody. I'm just naming who.
No, what I'm saying is we had to review the picks before you get into who playing who.
You didn't say review. You just said we got some playoff games.
I was saying
you said we got playoff games coming up, and I just started naming the playoff games that we got coming up.
You spit on the camera too. I said.
Oh, sure did.
I said you picked some games last week. Let's get ready to talk. And then you said, hold up, we got a question. I'm talking about the question. That's what I said to start the playoff conversation. But since I started it that way, Rams and Panthers, you picked. You remember who you picked?
I picked the Rams.
The Rams. All right, good job.
I hope I did.
All right. Okay, yeah, you did. The next one was the Bears and the Packers, and you picked them.
I know. I picked the Bears, didn't I?
Bears. All right.
Mm-hmm,
This one. 49ers and Eagles. We know you picked 49ers. We said it was Patriots and Steelers. We already know who we was going to pick on that one.
Patriots and Steelers.
I mean, my bad. Patriots and Chargers. We already knew who we was going to pick on that one. The one that messed it up, boy, you was on a roll, like hot butter on a roll. Jacksonville and the Bills. What happened, Ray?
Jacksonville didn't play no defense on that last
drive.
Not
at all.
Who man showed up?
That man had an 8-yard quarterback sneak.
Who man showed up?
An 8-yard quarterback sneak. That man got up in the sneak and ran almost to the goal line.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie though, dog. Other than the Chargers and New England game, man, those games were fire.
Oh yeah, it was a good game, man.
They were fire coming down to the end. I like them like that. Yeah, I hope it be like that this weekend.
It was fine. So we got the game. We got is the Bills and the Broncos. We got the Hawks and the 49ers. We got the Patriots and the Texans. And then we got the Rams and the Bears.
Oh, really? Do we?
The Rams and the Bears. Pick it.
Pick a booger. I'm going to call you. Look at him.
Your ball head. Go ahead.
Oh. Let's go with the Bills in Denver. I see right now somebody is talking about the Bills. D said the Bills got to go. Josh said that Bills winning it all. 2 Pittsburgh fans going at it about something about the Bills. And let me tell you, only one of y'all right. Joshua, you snorting cocaine. The Bills are going home. I really feel like the Denver defense is going to come out stepping up. They're going to Sean Payton is going to call one of his best games with man, I got to get to Bo Nix. I know when he came out of school, he was 48 years old.
Yeah,
whatnot. He came in mature and whatnot, but he's really taking a hold to that offense, man. And the defense is doing what the defense is supposed to do. That defense is the reason why that defense is top tier and top from the back end to the front.
They made some investments a couple years ago.
Yes, it did. And it's paying off big time dividends. So, like I said, give me the Denver defense over the Bills. This is where Superman come to an end. Superman must die. And Superman gonna die this time. That's not at the hands of Batman.
Until they get that little dirt and this dirt start rising.
He start rising. And then he get up and remember he be like evil Superman until he see Lois Lane. Then all that blood get building up.
Wonder Woman.
He get the sweat.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman. I was like, hey, that was a grown man here, and we just, I bet. Next game.
Did you just really talk over me the whole time?
Hey, man, we were just talking the whole time.
Man, no, you were just talking the whole time.
You were just talking the whole time.
Saying something.
Right.
Anyway, 49ers and the Seahawks. They played 2 times already. What up?
Hey, man, hold up.
Oh.
Oh, look at this, but it's nowhere on the screen.
Anyway, San Francisco and the Seahawks. Seahawks and the 49ers, they split already. San Francisco won at their house the first time. I think that game was like I don't know, 20 something to 17, something like that. The Seahawks came to 49ers home. They won 13-3. That final score was 13-3. I feel like this game is going to be a defensive battle. I feel like the San Francisco offense is not going to sputter like they did the last time that they played. I really feel like they'll play. Look, I got to give it to the 49ers the way the defense showed up. A bunch of no-names out there. People will still continue to fall like fly. George Kittle failed this weekend with Achilles. He's gone for the remainder of the playoffs. But everybody kept on fighting. And, dude, we really got to talk about Philadelphia and what's really going on in Philadelphia. Birdie is undefeated in Seattle, I hear. I don't know who Birdie is, but I know Purdy played pretty well in Seattle. What?
We've skipped that game. My bad.
No, you skipped that game. But anyway, I was saying, you on the show too. The 49ers,
but you forgot to.
But I ain't gonna lie, the Seattle defense ain't going nowhere, and there's a reason why they top 3 in the league. And I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game. But if San Francisco don't stop the running game, because those boys ran up and down the field like a wet bowel movement last time. I was surprised they shut Saquon down the way they did. But if San Francisco 49ers shut down the running game, at least slow it down a little bit, get them into third and long situations, and put the game in the hands of Sam Darnold, I kind of like my chances. I really, really do. I'd rather take my chances with the ball in Sam Darnold's hand than them running the ball straight down our throat and depending on our defense to stop the run.
So you picking the Niners?
The 49ers.
All right.
Picking the 49ers
and
17-10.
17-10. All right, check this out. You said you brought up the Eagles because we kept going.
Did I? 49ers beat the Eagles. Is something wrong with Jalen?
Ain't nothing wrong with Jalen. I don't like the narrative that every time Philadelphia do bad, it's something wrong with Jalen. Everybody always push that, and he go into the playoffs. Last year was something wrong with him when they went on a little streak where they lost a couple, and everybody like, it's something wrong with Jalen, and then he would have won a Super Bowl. Everybody is something wrong with Jalen. Ain't nothing wrong with Jalen. People just don't want to see what happens when people tell them. The dude was the receiver that AJ Brown. AJ Brown told y'all in the beginning of the year. The other receiver, Smith, told y'all in the beginning of the year. Didn't nobody listen. Nobody outside of what we talked about, nobody took it as serious. The offense sucked. And it ain't because of the players. You got players that just won a Super Bowl and a good offense. And then you come in and you change all that around. And then these people say it's something wrong with Jalen because the offense ain't clicking. No. You can't put this on Jalen. Everybody try to do it. I don't understand it. The offense that they played against 49ers this past week was the same vanilla offense they played all year. And there was no surprises coming, and the 49ers weren't scared of nothing. They didn't cheat nothing. They didn't have to cheat nothing because they know as long as they kept the ball in front of them, they were straight. Ain't no big plays going. Ain't nothing that's going to be powerhouse. And Saquon is not the dude. You can hold them in check because they know what's coming. If I know y'all gonna get Saquon the ball to run, I ain't worried about the pass because you ain't throwing to AJ anyway. You got to do better than that as an offense that just won a Super Bowl. I don't know. Everybody tried to blame Jalen. I don't think it's Jalen. But it's Jalen, AJ, and coaching. AJ Crowder all year dropped 2 and 3 big catches and should have been. Yeah, he should have grabbed. I agree. He should have grabbed them. He should have made them. But at the same time, they told y'all someone right in the beginning of the season. And they'll cover it up with a little bit of game. Oh, AJ had a game for 100 yards. He good. Then next week they go back to nothing. Tell me about it.
I said I was going to tell you about it after I did my pick'em. We made it halfway through my pick'em, and you just devoted and wanted to talk about the Philadelphia and San Francisco game. Like we done already talked about the other games. Then the playoffs, and we ain't talked about none of them. But so we're going to break in the middle of my segment and talk about the
We messed up the first segment. That's my bad.
No, I didn't mess up the first segment.
We didn't talk about it in the first segment.
But you went on. But we went in the middle of my segment to talk about something that I said let's do after my segment.
I didn't catch the let's do after the segment.
The next game. The Bears and the Rams. I want the Bears to win so bad. Oh, that's another game we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about the Bears and
we went over the review.
We didn't talk about the game. The Bears and the Rams.
Exactly.
Bears and the Rams. Matthew Stafford, yes, he's playing MVP level, and he probably will win the MVP. He got Hopuka out there catching the ball on one side. Devontae Adams, he doing his thing. He seemed to be healthy, but they look a little shaky to me in that Carolina, man. And if they go in with the way they played against Carolina, against the Bears at Soldier Field, they coming out of there with an L, dog. They coming out of there with an L. They come out with an L. No, we need a producer. That's what we need.
We do.
But I gotta give it to Caleb Williams, man. Caleb Williams and the Cardiac Bears have been playing this way the entire season. Now going into the playoffs. Now look, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they went down, I kept watching them, and I was hoping they'd come back and make it interesting at least. But going into playoffs, you don't go into the playoffs playing that same way down in the fourth quarter, as much as they were down in the fourth quarter, and then battle back and win this game. The same thing that they've done all year. That just does not happen. That runs out. So I got to give it to those cats. There is no quit in this Bears team, which is scary, really, really scary, because that defense forced turnovers and that offense seems to be clicking when Caleb Williams is in his bag and calm down and playing some real good ball. Those deep balls that he dropping on the dime, dude, that's a really, really scary team. But I'm going with the Bears, though. I got to go with the Bears at the crib, simply because I don't like the way the Rams look in Carolina last week. And be honest with you, the Rams haven't looked too impressive going down the stretch. But they're still the Rams, though. You still got to respect. You still got to respect that offense high powered, and that defense is one of the youngest in the league, and they got some headhunters. So
this is kind of a thing with Chicago, though. The game they won last week, they started out down. I mean, big time down. They came back. I'm with you. It's impressive, but at the same time, they can't keep doing that either. They can't keep doing that either. Not now. You got to win from the jump. You can't keep doing that either, because you're gonna come.
I tell you what. They get down on the Rams, they won't come back.
Exactly.
They won't come back against the Rams.
Exactly.
No, I can't see them coming back against the Rams like that. And no, the Rams are not winning.
That's the point I was making right there. Big Dog come out in January. And we're gonna definitely going on this Saturday, Sunday for real. That's what I'm talking about. That's the point. That's the point. Like that first week of the playoff, you could get by with a mistake or two, but you can't keep doing this anymore. You can't get to this point no more going forward. That's why this weekend it's like a big. Like to me, this is one of the biggest game weekends.
Tell me this. I'm interested to know, who do you have in that game?
Man, it's just like you said. You just seen the Rams be in a bad spot, and then I've seen Chicago be in a bad spot. In the last 2 games, in the last game that we just watched, both of them started out in some bad spot, or they shouldn't have been in the spot. Thing with Chicago, did they win it or did the Packers get it back? Because they was down.
I say it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the big question to me. So if the Rams just go ahead and just rely on their playmakers and their team and get back on track or get some kind of consistency, I would pick the Rams. Right now, I'm favoring the Rams. Not by a whole lot, but I'm favoring the Rams.
But you know what? I think it's gonna be a high score in the affair, though.
You think so?
Yep, I do.
Ooh.
What up, Maul? Tardy for the party.
But didn't the Bears lose 2 key players last week? Who they lose? You gotta tell me.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I watched the game. And, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody. I haven't seen no injury report or anything like that about who's out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I wouldn't know. But give me the Bears. All right. The Pats. The Pats and the and the Houston Texans. Is this where Drake May and the New England Patriots magic run out? Because we looked at their schedule, and thank you, Mr. Jeremy Pierre, aka Pee Wee, made me look at the schedule and realize that their schedule was pretty much cream puff. Looking at the wins and all this kind of stuff, broke it down, and I come to the conclusion, and I said, you can go back and run the tape on me. I said, shoot, when they get in the playoff, they're gonna be playing playoff teams, and we're gonna just see what they're about. And I remember saying the first game that they played, they gone to the crib. They ran across the Chargers. I feel like now, if they had run across to anybody but the Chargers, they probably been going home. The Chargers is not the best. I mean, it's like, okay. Anybody out there that's mediocre in the AFC that want a playoff spot, come on. And the Pats did what they were supposed to do. Now, I will say this. The Pats defense is legit. I respect it. I respect the Pats defense. And if the Texans, you know what, if C.J. Stroud get out there like he did this past weekend, because the defense carried them. The defense carried them the entire game. And if you remember, Pittsburgh and the Texans, that game was close in the fourth quarter. It got loose in the end. But if C.J. Stroud continued to show up the way he showed up, at this point, like old buddy said, it's time for the big dogs to eat. No, the Texans going to the crib, and I don't think it's going to be anything that the defense going to be able to save them, because the Pats defense is right there. They're just as good. So, give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah. These say Texas defense going to rock Drake. The Chargers could have beat them if Herbert had coverage. I don't know about all that.
I hope so.
Taking Pats on because their O-line is better than Houston. I'm taking that makes sense. I'm taking the Pats because you said it. The defense carried them. If Pittsburgh had a quarterback, they easily would have won that game. And you remember that dude had a couple turnovers, some sloppy play that put Pittsburgh in the range of scoring already. Pittsburgh couldn't turn it over. They couldn't seal the deal multiple times. So if Pittsburgh had a quarterback and they played like they did, that's a different game.
And Pittsburgh defense just broke down because they was on the field the entire game pretty much.
They did what they were supposed to do.
They defense played.
They did what they were supposed to do.
They shouldn't hang their head on nothing. Be honest,
bro. I'm telling you. So if that happens again, or if anything close to it, because we don't know what Texas offense looked like in the playoffs. Not now, because last week they didn't. We didn't see the real stuff. All we're gonna see the real stuff is that the real stuff. But they can't play like that and then get down to the end of that game and think they finna get 24 points in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Or 17 points or whatever it was in the fourth quarter. That ain't gonna happen. Not with the Patriots. So Patriots gonna take advantage of them turnovers. Believe me. Gonna be some points coming off the board off of them. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a dogfight if that's the case. But I'm getting the Patriots. Like I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I'm gonna go with the Patriots though.
I know it ain't gonna be. Hey, is it what's the wide receiver for the Texans? The number one. Oh God, cause Kirk the other one. What's his name? God dog, I can't call his name.
His name Nico Collins.
Nico. I think it's up in the air about him playing, ain't it?
Yeah, because he had a concussion. So that's up in the air. And Tank Dell is oh no, that's my bad. I'm looking at that.
Appreciate that, y'all.
Yeah, they talking about whoa. So that's gonna be that's gonna be tough if he can't go.
That's gonna be real tough. That's gonna be really, really tough.
Nico Collins. Nico.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you. Yeah, we weren't looking. I was looking on my phone. Yeah, D said he may be out with a concussion. Gonna be tough on Texans too. Yep.
It really is. It really, really is. Because like I said, that pass defense ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Nah. So we got him. We got him in there. Broncos, 49ers, Bears, Pats. I got Broncos, Hawks, Rams, Pats. So, yeah. Let's see that.
So the Hawks is the only difference.
The Rams and Bears is different too.
Okay. Who else y'all got? Bills, Pats, Seahawks, Rams. Y'all should go drown yourself. Who else y'all got?
I had nothing up here somewhere. Hold on. I was trying to save it, but they started coming.
Oh.
Dang, where'd it go? Oh, it was up there when Josh was talking about Drew.
Who has the better run game?
Bills got to get.
I think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Find it.
No. You're gonna put it up in a minute. I'll wait to answer.
Broncos, Pats,
Rams.
Okay, that's what I got. I got the same thing, Tom. But the one you talking about is
you don't have the same thing Tony have because you don't have the Niners winning.
Oh, he didn't say Niners?
Yes, he did say Niners.
My bad. I hate everything else. Who had the better run game, Bears or Rams?
Rams. I think the Rams got a better running game.
I think
that two-headed monster is more solid than Swift and whoever else running with him. But I feel like the Rams got the better running game.
Yeah.
I think the question is who's got the better run defense?
That's a good one. And I think
as far as the rushing game, I think it's gonna come down more to that than the who's the better running back package.
Right. Who can do the do? That was up.
Yeah.
That was up. Josh said he liked
the script. Josh said he got the script.
Well, you crazy.
But if you had the script, you would know Mike Tomlin was getting fired today. Or yesterday, or whenever.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I said fired. I mean step down.
Said fired. Okay.
So yep, y'all, it's get down to the nitty gritty.
You want to go back to Jalen? That Jalen comment?
Yeah, we can.
All right, go ahead.
What was the comment? Put it up there, dog. I want the comment.
Jalen Wright or something. Let me find it. Let me find that. That ain't it. I'm trying to go up here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Indiana and Miami Monday. Indiana and Miami Monday.
Oh man, for real.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going with Indiana, by the way.
I am too.
They look more like an NFL team than everybody else. I know Miami playing at home. That's fine today. It'll make a good story. And it does seem like the U is back. But it's hard for me to say that the U is back in this day and age of NIL and transfer portal. So give me Indiana.
I'm going with Indiana too, because I told everybody before, that's the most complete team in the playoffs.
Yep.
And you cannot go through and check out and miss not one box.
And brother, let me tell you, they are not pretending.
Oh no. I love the coach, because the coach is the same from the beginning to the very end of the game. Yep. And if it ain't the last game, he's the same in the interview all the way through. Yep. The dude don't show nothing until it's time to go. He's still trying to say, get it right, and they up 15. Come on. Like, they doing that. It's a difference, bro. And I like Indiana to win that. But,
okay, is something wrong with Jalen? Okay, my take on that is, because I think you already gave your spiel. Yeah, my take on that is, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with Jalen. I feel like the problem has been solved yesterday when they let go the offensive coordinator. That offense never took off the ground. That offense never left the bus station ever since he became – when Kellen Moore was there, the offense was open. We saw what it did. But for the game plan that they had going forward this year from start to finish, the most boring run, pass. Run, pass.
What makes me?
The offense is so vanilla. So vanilla. Now, I'm going to tell you something now, Rodney. I'm going to tell you this right here. I know how H.A. Brown looked this weekend. When the ball touched your hand, my wide receiver coach told me in high school, if it touched your hand, you're supposed to catch it. It hit him. He had 3 or 4 hit him in his hands.
Yep.
Some he was wide open. Some he got himself open. But nonetheless, it hit him in his hands. They were catchable balls. I saw him catch balls with level of difficulties that was much higher than those passes that he dropped. But I'm going to say this. He said something back in the early part of the season. You cannot run this type of offense the way you're running it, and then when you need for the rest of the offense to get in, we talking about running versus passing. We talking about opening up the playbook and running the offense and not being so conservative. When it's time to not be conservative and start to get the wide receivers and start pushing the ball down the field, he said you just cannot turn that on. Not after doing this for so long. You just can't do that.
Nope.
And that right there kind of made his point. That's kind of what he was saying.
That's it. He said it in the beginning.
He said it early part of the season. You just don't do that. There's rhythms. How many times have we seen in the playoffs the team that had a bye come out rusty and it caused them in the end because they come out rusty versus a team that coming straight off the season and just coming off a playoff game and they still in rhythm because they ain't had no break. They got a rhythm going. And that's what he was saying. You can't run that kind of offense and then try to force feed me the ball and get me in, but still your job is to catch the ball, regardless of when your number is called. And that wasn't a good look for him on this past Sunday. This past Sunday, it wasn't a good look.
So, it's the offensive thing, like we've been saying.
You're right. I feel like it's the offensive coordinator. I don't feel like it's Jalen Hurts. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something else about Jalen Hurts. He's about to have his how long you been in the league?
Oh man.
2, 3, 4, 5. Will this be his 6th year coming up? His 6th year? And he'll probably be on his 4th offensive coordinator. So it's hard to be a consistent, productive quarterback when you're always changing coordinators. I like to go back to Alex Smith. Alex Smith spent 10 years in San Francisco, and 9 of those years he had a different offensive coordinator. So I really feel like those things affect these players, these quarterbacks in general. So I don't feel like it's Jalen. I really feel like it's the system that they had him in, and the offensive coordinator that was calling these plays. So.
Right. I mean, that's it.
Because we got to remember, both times this dude went to the Super Bowl, he outperformed whoever was on the other side. Oh, both times it was Patrick Mahomes. One time they won, one time they lost, but still Jalen Hurts balled out.
Yep.
So, no, I don't think it's Jalen. I think he's being held back.
No.
Hey, man, can we go to the comments before we get out of here, man?
I had
some questions that was asked.
You just didn't look at it.
It was some questions that was asked that I feel like, does that mean you were missing a lot of balls in high school? Yeah.
Oh, man, let's get out of here. Let me find one.
Oh, boy.
Okay, we'll go with this one.
Thanks for joining us today. Join us again next week, right here on the R&R Show.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like I always said, appreciate y'all tuning in and doing all those good things. Enjoy these playoff games this weekend, man. Because they're going to be on and popping. Happy Martin Luther King Day. If you ain't going to do nothing, do something. If you ain't going to do something, do nothing. I am Ray.
What? If I can't come in over there, you. All right, man. All right, man. We'll see y'all. Next week. See